Thank you very much, Dubai, Commercial Bank of Dubai and University of Dubai, Usha, and Shuru for inviting me to be part of this esteemed and beautiful panel. I'm very empowered myself. Those of you who have heard my story before, I apologize for repeating some of it, but I'm going to give it a little twist. My life is 3 chapters again. The first chapter is when I was in Saudi Arabia. I was born in Lebanon, but I lived all my life in Saudi Arabia. I am Saudi. We come from Mecca, from a well-respected family. My grandfathers are always been scientists and known to be educators and men of religion. So I was lucky in a sense that my father believed that women should be educated and it is a must for women and equal opportunities as men. So I was lucky in that sense that he believed that I should be like my fellow brothers and colleagues to be a woman with a future. It made it easier. As I grew up, I graduated from King Saud University. I went to the College of Dentistry, basically women in Saudi at that time. Long time ago, I wouldn't stay how long. But we didn't have opportunities. We had to go either teachers or doctors. There is not much because of the society and the culture. So I didn't like teaching, but I loved medicine, but I didn't want to go for the on-calls and night stays and things like that. So I thought dentistry would be more suitable, especially that I have graduated with an honor degree. So I didn't want to waste, all the big scars I had. When I graduated dentistry, I worked for the Ministry of Health. I worked for a hospital that is known to be #1 referral for accidents. And I loved oral surgery, so I wanted to apply to be a surgeon. I went to the department head and I said, can I be part of your team? And he says, no way. It is a tough job for men, and I can't let you be part of it. I was disappointed in a way because really I loved surgery. I said, what can I do then? He said, well, the maximum I can give you is to stay in ER until midnight, 12 o'clock, and you have to leave. I said, fine, it's better than nothing. So I worked until 5, then I go to the ER and I stay until 12. But it was a lot of fun because we have all these accidents. I had chance to do heads, tongues, legs, buses with 20 people and everybody's, crazy. And the fun part is that in emergency, you learn how to work within a team. You learn how to think and analyze quickly. And you know how to make decisions. And you have to be responsible. And you have to make a follow-up. So all these skills today, I learned very young. I use them in my business and everyday work. So anyway, I moved to my next job in the Armed Forces Hospital. And there, I was the most junior dentist with a lot of surgery experience that they really liked me. And they gave me the night shifts and the on-calls. I stayed there for a year. When I joined there, a friend of mine came to me and she said, Hibah, why don't you do the fellowship exam? I said, what's the fellowship exam? She said, it's easy. Just histology, pathology with this in pre-med. I said, okay. What do I have to study? She said, this box. I never failed in my life, never. So I went to this exam, I'm one of the honored, I graduated with an honor degree, so my head was so big. I thought I know it all, when doctors think. So I went to this exam and I failed. I couldn't believe it. So I went back to my dad and was crying. He said, okay, when is the next exam? I said, what next exam? I can't do this again. He said, no, you failed because you didn't study. You have to study and do it again. I learned that you don't fail when you keep on trying. You only fail when you quit trying. But when I did pass the exam, me and my friend were the first 2 Saudi girls who passed the fellowship exam for over 10 years, where no men have passed that exam. And the success was amazing, and all the hospitals celebrated our success. I moved to London to study. I will cut short because my story is very long. But when I came back from London, I worked for the National Guard and I had to train residents. I was hired as a consultant. I trained residents and interns, and it was beautiful. But then one day they had a position for a training department head. I was happy because I was doing this for so long. So I applied and they say, sorry, it has to be a man who heads the department. And I say, why? I have been doing this for almost a year, and I have a lot of experience. I'm doing this training. He said, well, I'm sorry, you're in Saudi Arabia. It has to be a man. And believe it or not, the head of department was Canadian. But anyway, so I moved on with my life. I went to, and this is my first chapter, is the part I have spent in Saudi. I moved to Dubai in 2000. I got married. And after being on top, I had to start all over again from zero. I came to Dubai. Nobody knows who am I. I assumed that if you are American, you'll go to the American clinic. If you are British, you'll go to the Dubai London clinic or the British clinic. And if you're Swiss, you go to the Swiss clinic. The French goes to the French clinic. Who's going to the Saudi little lady who nobody knows about? So I struggled for 3 years. I was, barely making it. I would take some money from my husband, my father, everyone. And then I was fed up because that's not me. I have much more potential, and I have a vision and dream, and I couldn't just do this. So I went to America, and I took all the digital and technology and laser courses. I came back, I bought a CAD/CAM machine, a laser machine, the high tech, and I hired a marketing person. And we did a great job. I was doing Majuel Ahla, which is a makeover program for the NBC. And I had clients flying from Libya, from Egypt, from Germany for 2-3 days to do their leave. And I did make it. And I had learned the second lesson is that you have to believe in yourself. Nobody knows who you are and what you can do except yourself. And it could be deceiving when you think that or presume that things won't happen. They would happen, but you have to work harder and work on your skills, and then you can achieve your goals. So one day I decided, okay, it's time to grow. I had two dental chairs. I wanted to go into a building, open in Jumeirah, and I heard about University of Dubai doing the entrepreneurship diploma course in business. I said, well, that's a good idea. At least I will learn management skills. I will know if this is a good step for me to enhance my business. I did the course, but during the same time, my daughter, who was 1 year old, she was diagnosed with autism. And just to let you know a little bit about autism, those who doesn't know, autism is psychological or have been categorized under psychological disorders where the child is completely shut off the society, they lack eye contact, they don't communicate, or they don't socialize. And at that time, 6 years ago, there weren't many services. And the services that are available were loaded with long waiting lists. So anyway, after I finished the diploma course, I got an invitation from the Chamber of Commerce to go to a conference in Jordan. The conference was patronaged by Her Royal Highness Queen Rania, and it was my dream to meet with her, and fully paid. So I said, why not? 2 weeks before the conference, I was asked to present my business. I said, what business? I cannot present the dental clinic. So I thought, okay, let me work on a business plan for a special needs center, because I knew there must be something to be done for these children. So I started to work on a business plan, and I told them, I don't have a business, but I have a plan for a business. They said, no problem, we'll support you. That conference was a turning point in my life. I have seen amazing people, entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurs, who did projects that not only affected their environment or the society, but on a larger scale. They have projects on empowering women, rehabilitating the beaten children or women, and opening opportunity of job for youth, for older. It was a beautiful event, and I have learned a lot from it. And when I came back, I knew exactly what I should do. So I got a friend of mine who's my partner today. She was helping me with Sarah, and I asked her if she wanted to be my partner. And she said, why not? I said, okay, let's find a center in the States or England who can come and open with us and help us to develop services for children. We finished the business plan in December. We sent it to them. We met with them in February. And in March, 3 months later, we had 8 kids and 10 therapists when we started Child Early Intervention Medical Center. We started with 8 children, and it was a very long learning process because we had no clue about anything. We had to learn everything from scratch. Today, it's 4 years old, And we have about 75 kids in Child Early Intervention Center. In 2010, we opened Child Learning and Enrichment Medical Center. We realized in 2010 that a lot of children are ready for school, but schools don't take them. So we realized that we have to do something for them. We started a preparatory center. We will put 6 kids with teacher and learning support to get the children to get used to the atmosphere of the school and then move them into school system. Today, out of our 75 kids, we have 45 mainstreamed in schools and nurseries. We have managed to make a tremendous change for these families who didn't have a choice 4 or 5 years ago. When we have opened the center, we knew that there is a lot of awareness to do. It's exactly your breast cancer, like the breast cancer. People didn't know what's autism. They didn't know what is the needs of these children. The parents are not supported. The children are not funded. There is so much to do. And I made it had affected me in many ways. One of the things is it taught me to be patient, and it taught me also to appreciate small little things in life and say Alhamdulillah for every small thing that my daughter do and enjoy it to the maximum I can. Because there are so many things that distract us in life, and let us oversee these little things that have great impact on us, and we enjoy it so much once we pay attention to them. My work with my daughter taught me so much. It's not only important to work for yourself, you have to be involved in the society. In business, they call it corporate social responsibility, but I call it be responsible. We have to be responsible on raising good kids with ethics, with professionalism, so that can be leaders of the future. We are responsible for our environment. We have to make it better. We have to save energy and save water and recycle. We are responsible for the future of our children. We have to put plans. We have to make them, when our children grow, they have to find colleges and universities to go to. They have to find jobs to find. So I believe that this is our responsibility, and we have to work hard to achieve these goals. Finally, you have to believe in yourself, because nobody knows who you are except you. And if you want to be whoever you are, wherever you want, you have to believe in yourself. Thank you very much.